And with the lots of white color, you can make some purple, because blue and red are permanent colors, and they can mix together and give us purple. But it depends which blue and which red you mix. I recommend with the rosy color and or red rose with cobalt blue or any light blue you have, with lots of white. If you mix, you can reach something close to this purple. And then a little bit white color I'm going to add. And at the same time, some brush stroke I need to be darker, make darker, so cobalt blue. I prefer not to pre-mix my paint here in my palette right now. I just take my bigger size of brush. First of all, start with pure purple and apply on my canvas, and try to cover whole the canvas with this brush stroke, like X shape, because it's cover easily like this way, or like a plus. Like plus or X shape, you can cover, and try to take heavy paint like that to make sure that you can make a texture on top of your canvas. And even you can fix easily the shape of bird that you're not happy with some part, or even you can cover easily the canvas, the white of the canvas, which is not easy to get rid of that white of canvas. It depends how much white you add. You can use purple. I just want to make the purple a little light, very, very light purple. I don't want to have it in a white. It's so light and loose. So I would like to use this color. And take the flat brush again. Maybe it's better to go with a smaller size of brush, not really big one. It's good to go with a smaller because of the petals. So take heavy paint. I'm going to start with this side, and 1, 2, heavy paint. I try to make heavy texture on top. This is the center of flower, so I bring some petals around it. And then I will bring the yellowy tone after it gets dry on top. Some stroke like this shape, like just this stroke is visible around it because of the other shape of flower. So I'm going to add that too. Then bring the leaves and the branch beside that. And the other flower is here. The petals is a little bit bigger for this one. Even we can keep some background color to be visible under the flower and between the petals. Here is for the sun. Exactly connected this one, we have another, but it's not completely visible, all the petals, just some of them is visible. Then center is here. They're so connect together. But on this part, I have another big one. So it's more visible, the petals. It's bunch of petals connect together. And you see, I just go with the brush stroke and try to make this shape of flowers. On this one, I see more purpley tone. So clean the brush with napkin. Move on with the pure purple. Try to add between the petals. So we need to give the time to this part of the flower to get dry and then move on next part. I try to use different shape for this petal, maybe a little more squareness, or to show that one flower is on the back. And the center is more reddish purple, so for that, I will add later the center. And then some petals spread everywhere like this. But it has a pure purple inside. Maybe some blue purple, bluey purpley brush stroke. I love this bluey purpley, so I think it's better to mix the cobalt blue with the purple that we have already. Give us another tone, which is nice. And make our painting more colorful. All randomly, I'm going to add some brush stroke around it and make it busy. Around the flower, some brush stroke. And try your best to be a little heavy. Use heavy paint with the texture, because after it gets dry, you can touch and feel it, and it's already like sculpting when it's heavy. Okay, please finish this part as well. And then I try to use more yellow and a tiny touch of white too. And then again, back to green, take some, mix with black this time to reach darker green. So we have really dark, which is this one. We have really light, which is this one. And then we have pure white, pure green color as well. We use this 3 color. And at the same time, for center of the flower, we need pure yellow and this lighter green. So I have really dark green color here on top, a feeling of, it's not visible, half of the leaf is visible. So I'm going to make some shape like that, and then with the tip of flat brush, bring it close to the flower like this. So you can use at the same time, hold the hair of brush, laying down on a surface and then make the bigger shape, or you can use the tip of flat brush to draw the line. And another leaf here, which is dark. The other dark green I see should be here. Try to shape it very gently. And I'm going to use really heavy paint with texture. I love to see more texture on my acrylic paint. Like that. Even you can continue to the edge, as I mentioned, if you want. Like this, and add some stem for the leaves. So continue like that. Or even on the top part, you can do like that. Continue to finish the shape of leaf. I bring another one here, a little longer. But on top is lighter tone, so I take my pure green. Actually, I'm not happy with this pure green. I would like to have some warmer tone. So I need to have brown. Let me take some brown too. Sometimes you will add the paint, add the color on your canvas and feel it, you're happy with it or not. I need more warm color, so I would like to have brown. even because acrylic, after it gets dry, it get a little bit darker. It's normal. You can back and make your color if you like. You can make it lighter. For example, I see I have less light green here, so I bring a tone of green here, lighter tone. A little bit here, just I would like to bring a little bit here. So, and then see what happened. Maybe a little bit on this part, it's okay to have. Yep. I like this one more. So far so good, because when the painting is get busy, sometimes it's confusing. But one by one, we add the flowers first, and then we add some leaves around, make the painting more busy with the leaves and the flowers. So I'm going to add a little bit round shape of yellowy, and then some tiny line around the yellow with the green. Everything is okay. So I prefer to add more white and light purple to make my flower a little bit busy. We already have this mixture of white and purple and the pure white color and a yellow as well. So just want to make my flowers a little bit more strong. Again, back to this paint, try to cover it. Even some part I take my white color, just a pure white color. I would like to add one side. I try to use the edge of my, actually tip of the brush to add a little pure white color like that to make the flower a little strong like that. And then a tiny bit, just play with the paint. And even here I washed my brush. I think I need a little pure purple, just some touch. Depend. Then clean the brush again, back to the other color. This is busy with a bunch of petals. Because of that, I would like to make it more strong. So back to the white, add more white color here to separate each petal. I'm not adding for all of them, just some of them would be enough. Even randomly add some petals around. Pure white, not everywhere. Try to add with the tip of brush, try to add some edges with the pure white color. And that's helped me to have more strong painting with easy, with more petals and with more colors. We would like to separate it to have an idea. This is around the beak, and then it comes down. I'm going to use the same heavy paint for this part too. Even for the bird, it's nice to go with heavy paint because can show it look like the feather. Bring here and then bring it down toward the chest here, just of the bird. Yep, like that. So please come around the beak, bring it here to separate for the eye, because just one side is visible for us. We need to wait this part get dry and then with the white color, separate the eye part from that. And then bring it down like this and then move close to the edge. I prefer to work a little bit on the edges because it's darker with the same brush. And it's already have black in my brush. I'm going to take some red, mix them together because I would like to have some darker tone. It gives me something like this color. It's like dark red. So try to add a little line on the edges to make it wet because the edge is a little darker, even it's black. So I just make it wet by this color first. And now move on with the black and try to make the line that move out to the background. Because the shape of feathery hair on bird is like that. It's like some hair spread to the background. So you can follow the same. And the reason I make wet first, because of that, I don't want to work on a dry surface. It's more easy to go and then try use the tip of round brush to make it move to the background. A little bit slow. We need to go for that. And now clean it by napkin again, back to this color that we make first, because the blacky part, it's a lot. I would like to get rid of. So try to bring this warm red and even pure red. When you use a small brush, it's more easy to make the feathery shape. Part of the eye and then a little bit orangey for beak. So we have already yellow, we have already a red. I don't want to bring the orange color. I can make the orange myself by mixing red with yellow. So reach this orange tone. And then take this to cover this part. Even if red color be visible under it, would be okay. But with the orange, I try to cover it. And then we need to add one line as a dark in between on the center. So just take heavy orange Well, we need to bring one or two touch on top of the body. Yeah, that's make the light color. Even here, it's nice feeling to have lighter tone. The reason I'm going to say it's better to be very gently and touch it really light because I make a texture. But if you're not comfortable to have a texture and you would like to make it flat, that's fine. So please bring the lighter tone. Clean the brush very well. I'm going to take the pure white color. Just a pure white color. First of all, I take my brush like that. Pointy brush is always good for that. Pointy and small brush. I take my brush like this, straight. Draw some circle inside, just a dot, like that, tiny dot. And then again, back to the white color. Try to cover around it with broken line. Narrow broken line. Like this. Even if it gets thick, doesn't matter. Clean it by brush, by napkin. Back to the black. Try to get rid of this thickness a little bit more by adding black around it. So inside the beak, I mentioned that we need the dark color. I'm going to add brown. And from center, try to come with one line, come inside. Not connected to the tip, just one stroke, and then leave it like that. And the other things that I'm not happy with is this part. I think my branch is moved inside the flower. So a little bit white can fix it. Take white, cover this part. Yeah, it shouldn't come inside the flower. Yep, now we can call everything is done.